Wake up in the morning, NYCC news can't come faster. And then Andre the Black Nerd comes and reveals our new Headmaster. Whoa, okay, so John Warden, Ben Montano, and Andre the Black Nerd, part of the SyFy network, did a little interview to do a live coverage of the New York Comic Con. So they sat down and talked with the two Hasbro reps. They talked about Power Rangers for a bit. And then John pulled out from under the table both the Earthrise Starscream that we have yet to see yet, which we'll talk about in the future. But this is the big one. He pulled out a resin prototype of a deluxe scale Headmaster, and my mouth dropped. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a Titan scale Scorponok, Mega Zarak, Lord Zarak, whatever you want to call it, coming. And he looks amazing. I love that they went about it with using the animation model from the Headmaster's anime, the Japanese Takara series, over the Season 4 and Marvel Comics kind of interpretation, which that smaller robot mode was not used as much or focused on as much. Mainly, it's more so just the fault of it being only 4 episodes and the smaller robot rarely getting used in the comic version by Marvel, mostly the larger robot. So, whereas the Zarak, if you will, is just completely, front and center as the main villain for a majority of the Headmaster's anime. And this looks amazing. I really like how they use the horns. I mean, like what would be his helmet for the robot mode. Does a very good job, and it also confirms the worries that some people had. Some people felt when that commander scale was introduced with Jetfire that might be the future for some of the larger price points, especially after Unicron, and that if we did get a Scorponok, if we did get some of the other larger characters, it might be a commander scale. Nope. Looks like we're going to get a Titan scale Scorponok, Mega Zarak, maybe in the future a Black Zarak. So this is amazing. And he looks great. He looks great. I get a feeling this isn't the last we're going to talk about this. This is just a quick reveal that they gave us. We only got to see a little bit of it. But definitely, hopefully we're going to see more of this. Maybe the whole Transtector, the whole big body itself this weekend. The hype train is starting, boys, and this is great. And, of course, we saw Starscream, and he looks exactly as I imagined. It's shame that they didn't go with some kind of unique Starscream design. They decided to go, hey, we're going to go with G1 after we just gave you the Siege Tetradet. Now we're going back to the Seeker mold again. I'm not hating, but at the same time, I like stuff different. But hey, it's another Starscream for people to pick up, another whole bunch of Seeker jets to be repainted and remolded all over again. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about Scorponok. He looks hype. I'm very hyped. I want to hear how hyped you are. And hopefully as this weekend progresses, we'll see more of the former leader of the Headmasters,